And welcome to Drift Point looks at the French Tier VIII Medium Tank Premium, the M4A1 Revolutionary, or in English, improved, or a more direct, or that was direct translation, a more poetic translation is upgraded. There's plenty. We are taking a look at another Sherman. Yeah, another Sherman. Yeah, Tier VIII. Yeah, French. Yeah, it has the same hull as this guy, I think. We're going to take a look for sure, but I'm pretty sure they share the same hull as this guy, and we took a look at this guy last time, hence why he was being in the video. And now we're looking at this guy. However, this guy is an upgrade beyond these two. You see this gun. You see the gun. You see the gun. Now look at the difference between those guns and this gun. Yeah. That is a 105. That is 30 more millimeters bigger than these 75s we got here. And I'm pretty sure these are similar guns on 105 vehicles are French, or maybe 105 vehicles in American tech tree. We're gonna find out, so let's get started. So first off, the M4A1 Revolutionary is basically the French attempt at prolonging the life of the Sherman, so they could prolong it. However, it was mainly used, to my knowledge, by the Israelis, and no, kind of I want to put Israeli flags on this, which we don't have the money for. Actually, let me just check. Do we have the money to put Israeli flags on this thing, or off the bat? Israeli flag. Could be too hard to find. We're in a... I saw American flag. That's... Alright, Greece. It's close, but... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the logo of the Israeli flag? I think so. In 30 days? Is... somewhere. I'm nice to this new menu. I'm not seeing the price. I'm also saying the price is that. Oh, 48,000. Yeah, no. I don't have the money for that. Not in PC. I have plenty of money for it in Old Warfare and Wall of Tanks Xboxes, but not for this. But anyway, so yeah, this is basically the French attempts of prolonging the tank, and Israeli used these in the 3 Days War. Or actually, let me check. Well, I think it was either the 3 months war or the 3 Days War. Oh, the 6-Day War. And they basically used these up until, well, Chile used these until the 1989, I think. No, wait, no, I'm reading it wrong, okay. But anyway, they really used these. They called these they called all these Shermans with the 105s M-4s, as in M-4. However, the one that this is most likely, we could most likely base this on is the M-51. And again, they use that in the 6-Day War and in the 1970s. So yeah, long after the Sherman was retired by America, the Israelis are using them, mainly because this gun works really well against the likes of these things. Both the top and the bottom. Basically, both the both the tanks, the tops from and the bottoms from. However, they were never fighting those guys. They were fighting Russian versions of them. But anyway. So we're gonna find out how well it looks at Wall of Tanks. But first, let's look at the values. So let's just bring up its tech, because it doesn't really have any direct competitors. I mean, yeah, it has a direct competitor in like this guy, as that's a Tier VIII medium tank, and as a direct competitor for Tier VIII big gun roll, which is actually, let me get this up. It's totally on the texture for this time. I mean, it's competitor with this guy, competitor with this guy. However, the tank I really want to compare it to, because I love that tank, and I got the Revolutionary, or as I'm going to call it, the big gun Sherman or or the 105 Sherman, or I could just call it the upgrade Sherman. No, I'm gonna call it the M-51 because I can. So yeah, these are. I mean, also their competitor would be. I guess for the sake of just why not, let's compare them all. Actually, you're a very good competitor. You're Tier VIII, right? Yeah. You are actually a very good competitor. Okay, you get a jump up there. Okay, let me take you and Tier VIII. Sure. Actually, yeah, you fit. You definitely have the Tier VIIIs. Thank you. This is going to be complicated real quick. Oh. Okay, yeah, I thought we were playing World Warfare. Okay. We got France, Russia. Russia has one or two. Yes, that's the M-54. Oh, by the way, this tank is available only until December 1st, and also the 88 Jag Tiger has returned basically until this video is over. So basically until they have this video released, which will be the 28th. So yeah, if you've been wanting that, you might as well hurry up. Okay, and for the sake of argument, why not Super Brushing? Because it's also a Tier 8 medium. However, it doesn't make gun. The only thing I'm really interested in comparing it to is actually the T-34. The reason why I really want to compare this thing to the T-34 is simple. I want to know how this gun stacks up. But you know what? For the sake of direct competitors, let's look at the Shashudi Shaws, as I call it, first. So, wow, actually, wait a second. You know what? For the sake of why not? Let's get basically what it is anyway. Out of here, there we go. Alright, so we have the M4A1 Revalorise, or the M4A1 upgraded, and M4 Sherman. First off, yeah, I mean, it's a Tier 8, so it gets Tier 8 benefits, but as you can see, yes, it has a turret armor because it has the big thing in the middle of the gun. That right there has a gigantic, gun manlet, as well as probably some thicker armor around the edges as well, and it's better armored, better angled, just like this guy. And it has more engine power because I mean it's a later war tank. Actually, it's not a later war. It's actually post-war tank. So yeah, top speed is actually slower, but then again it has to haul around the gigantic gun. Traverse speed is actually faster, even though it has a gigantic gun to look around. It's interesting. And then the hull armor is exactly the same because it's the same tank pretty much. I mean it's A1. The French A1s were the French version of the tank. The French versions of the Sherman. And they were just basically moderately upgraded, pretty much. So yeah. And then shell damage, we'll get to that in a second. Rate of fire. Of course, it being a gigantic gun, it takes forever to reload. Turret to first speed, again, it's faster despite having to look around the gun. View range, it's actually longer. I guess because they have Panama scope going down length of the barrel, but I don't think so. And then signal range is also longer. I mean, I guess what could be is, again, it's more, it's a later tank, so it gets better optics. Signal range is way better because it probably has a better radio. Alright, so that's what it's compared to. It's basically the M51 is just an M4 Sherman with a gigantic gun. And, okay, let's just say this. It's an M4 Sherman that has been modernized and has a different turret. Because as you can see, the turret is actually a little bit different than the M4A1. It has a bigger cupola, which probably for balancing reasons, like the same reason that guy has a bigger cupola. And if you're interested in seeing gameplay of the T-34, check out my Xbox's playlist. Because I have it on there, and I've been wanting to have a bigger gun on PC, because the Shashudi Chars and the Type 59 Pan, they're great tanks! But I want to kill things, I want to have a big gun to kill things, so I got a big gun that kill things. Sure, this thing has no armor compared, well, okay, it has more armor than the Chars, but not as much armor as the 59 pen, but going up against tier 10s, the 59 pen's armor doesn't really matter all that much. But anyway, so, yeah, okay, so now let's compare it to the T-34. Actually, no, let's compare it to the Chars. Okay, so comparing it to a tank, comparing it to the tank that it directly compares to, because the Revolutionary will cost you in US dollars. I mean, the Revolutionary pack is, give a second to load, is 1,500 gold. The tank, going garage slot, and 100% crew for $39.99 US. Is that a good price? Again, we're gonna find out. I mean, for a tier 8, yeah, I got the 59 pan for $54, and it's a tier 8 medium as well. So for a rare first time tank, it's a really good price. I mean, but that goes to what the Chars is. The Chars is like $24 without sales, without bundles. So it's a little bit more expensive, and however, I mean, it basically, the Chars and the Revolutionary are basically similar tanks because they each are similar in a way that the Revolutionary is basically a tier 8 Sherman that has a big gun. The Chars is fast, but it has no armor and has a good gun. So yeah, they're both specialized. They're both interesting tanks in the fact that they are kind of specialized. So, all right. So what's the difference? Okay, so they have the same hit points. Makes sense. The Chars is faster, has a bigger engine. It also goes faster, way faster. Traverse speed is about the same. That's good to know. Hull armor, of course, the Revolutionary has more hull armor, even on the sides and rear, than the Chars has in the front. Again, the turret armor is insane. I mean, we're going to compare it to the T-34 in a second, but the turret armor on the Chars is second shell damage. The Revolutionary does twice that. Rate of fire, it's half that. But for twice the amount of damage, that's actually not bad. Turret reverse speed is somehow faster again. I mean, okay, maybe the Chars has a much bigger turret, but still. View range is the same, and signal range is the same. So yeah, I guess that's French Tier 8 stats right there. French Tier 8 premium stats right there. So yeah, I mean, 14,000 hit points, 460 engine power, 40 top speed, 40 traverse speed, 50 front armor, 38 all around, or 38 in other places, or in the other places. Turret armor 63, turret armor 63 all the way around. Not counting the manlet. Shell damage 29 and could do 488. Standard. Oh yeah. Shell penetration 150 through 250. Rate of fire 4.69. Turret to first speed 42, and then view range is 390. Signal range 750, which is not bad. So now let's look at what I really want to compare it to, which is the T-34. Now I'm pretty sure these will play the same, except it will actually what the Revolutionary will probably play more similar to us is a T-29 fully upgraded. Because it has the same gun and it's faster. Unlike the T-34, which is slower but has a bigger gun and has more turret armor. All around, I mean, it doesn't just have a giant gunman that gets in the way. So yeah, I mean, the T-34 has more hit points, it's a heavy tank, but it has only 100% more, it only has 100 more hit points despite it being a heavy tank. I guess that's, again, tier 8 French stats, because the chart is huge, and likewise, the Revolutionary gets more hit points because it can. The T-34 has more engine power because it's bigger, because it's a bigger engine, because it's not stuck in the Sherman body, it's in a heavy tank. Traverse speed is, the Revolutionary is much faster, as well as it has 5 more top speed. Hull armor, a T-34 is double that, pretty much. Turret armor, T-34 again has double that. Actually a little less than double that, but close up. But it has crazy insane front turret armor. Stunner shell damage, the T-34 only does 100 more. 100 more less? Actually, no, it doesn't even do 100 more. It only does like 10, 20 more. Oh, that's good. Second shell penetration. It only does like 40, 50 more. Okay. Rate of fire, the T-34 might actually be faster reloading somehow. Oh, and no, I know, man. It's slightly slower to reload. Traverse speed, the T-34 is a gigantic armored turret, so it's slower. And the range are the same, except T-34 doesn't have a good enough radius, so it has a little less signal range. So yeah, they're pretty much the same. Pretty much. Basically, they balance each other out. This has a slightly worse gun, but it's faster. It's smaller. It has it's just a little no less. It's just it's a medium. It's a medium tank. It has almost heavy tank stats. So that's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, and it's also again it's smaller and faster, which means it can duck out of the way of stuff a whole lot better. Basically, it can peek over a hill, shoot something, peek back. Unlike T-34, which can't really do that because it's slow. So what we're going to find out, we're going to find out what the I'm going to follow these away, and I-6, if you want to look at this, you can. I-6 actually, oh wow. And I-6, it's close to the IS-6, except the IS-6 actually has slipped armor. And this has a slightly better gun. The T-54 Pro prototype. This has more hull. It's almost as fast. It doesn't have much armor, and I say it has a better gun, except it doesn't roll as fast. Actually, yes, it just barely has a better gun. Then the T-34-3 medium tank for China. Again, has more hit. The Revolution say has more hit points. Has less speed. Its hull armor is like half it is half, and then shell damage is actually the same. Penetration, the Revolutionary they can penetrate more. Rate of fire, about the same. Okay, that's interesting. The Japanese SA-2 has they almost have the same hit points, but the 2 has a little bit more. Top speed, the T2 has a little bit more. Hull armor, the T2 has less. I mean, it's Japanese, what do you want from it? Turret armor, the 2 has a little bit more. Shield damage, the Revolution has more shield damage. Duh. Penetration, the Revolution says their penetration, rate of fire, the S2, the 2 gets double that of the Revolution say, first speed, that's a little bit, the 2 is a little bit faster, signal range, about the same, radio range, about the same. The Lover, which is going to be an interesting comparison, Lover has more hit points, it being the armor T-34, and with blister gun. Top speed, it's slower, hull armor, hull armor is double, third armor is double, shell damage, about the same, penetration, a little bit better, it's German, rate of fire, a little bit better, turn to speed a little slower, signal range, a little better, view range, a little bit better, and signal range, a little worse, and just for the sake of argument, Panther 88 has more hit points, is a little bit faster, has about double the armor, has doubled the turret armor, the shell damage is a little less, the cell penetration is a little more, rate of fire is doubled, first speed is less, 10 less, view range is about the same, and signal range a little less. Alright, you know what, for the sake of why not, just for the sake of myself, I want to see what is the difference between these two. I gotta compare, they're both Tier 8 mediums. So, my old favorite Tier 8 medium on PC. There's some health. This one goes 10 faster, this one has more armor, this one has double more armor, this thing has double more armor flat. However, the shield is a little less and the penetration's a little less. Where fire is double, turret reverse speed is about the same. Signal range is a little worse. I mean, yeah, signal range is a whole lot worse actually, view range is a little worse. Alright, actually, before we do some gameplay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it here. I think I'm going to part out to part 2 right here and make that its own video for gameplay. Because we are kind of out of time, so I only got time for this. So, because we're almost out of time, I spent that time just going over I'm just comparing this thing and just talking about the tank. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to cut it here and then see you in part 2. So, be right back.